We are live. We're still setting things up a little bit, but we are live. Oh, maybe I should. Give me 1 second. Hey Axel, how are you doing? Hey, that gay vegan, nice to see you here. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm using this microphone now. How's the sound doing? Unfortunately, it is a little bit rainy. And we just... Yeah, the VRs are all set up, yes.
So sorry I didn't know you.
Unacceptable, unacceptable, Mr. Sohan. Hello, Martin. Yes, I do have this here. Let me show you what we're setting up, what we're working with over here. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn this around to show you. So there's AV here. You see they're doing the briefing. There's gonna be people there. And then there's our table booth here where we're having some signs. Some people talk about, see, a day in the life of a dairy cow. What does life on a dairy farm look like? Immerse yourself in the free VR experience. And yeah, that's about what we're gonna do. Let's see how many people there are. And until everybody else comes, let me show you what we're dealing with over here. Look at them. Look at the little baby cows. Well, they're not babies, but apparently they might be pregnant. You see them? They're just hanging around in this little pen. They created this pen where people can just come, sit down, and look at them. I mean, imagine how messed up that is. Imagine how messed up that is that you're just taken away from, well, after you've been impregnated and your baby's taken away from you, that people are just looking at you like this. They're pretty chill, they're not doing anything because they're generally nice creatures, but just imagine this whole idea of them. Yeah, them just being there. And FYI, there's a sign here. Let me show you. There's a sign here. Okay, let me see. Yeah, if you see the sign, it says electrified fence. I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I can adjust. Yeah, you see that the fence is electrified. So if we thought human beings aren't weird people anymore, here we go. Here we are. This is what we do to them. And apparently they're pregnant so that they don't need to be milked right now. So they'll soon have their babies taken away from them and, treated like objects, essentially. Yeah, Axel. This whole thing is an art exhibit. Let me show you what else there is around here. So there is a person who's painting over here. See? Let's see what they're painting. I'm assuming that he's painting the cows. Well, that's pretty good, actually. Look at this painting. It's pretty good, right? Yeah, and this is, look at it. And I think I'm just gonna take my sign and start having conversations with people. I thought this was a sanctuary. I'm so sad now. No, these are dairy cows that have been taken from their from a farm, and they're brought here because they're pregnant and farmers have no use for them, and this is essentially an art exhibit. So I'm just gonna let you guys see this over here. Just gonna be holding this here, maybe a little bit like this, so you can see the cows. I don't know if you can. We also have the signs. Let me show you what kind of signs we have here. I don't know how many conversations we'll have, but can I show them the sign? Look at the sign. Individuals, not commodities. That's an awesome sign.
To make video,
Well,
to avoid me, okay?
yeah. I'm live actually. I'm live. Yeah. Yeah, so we got a lot of cool signs. So today may not be outreach so much as it will just be what we're doing now. 'Cause I don't think I can attract people's attention with just this sign, especially given how many people here already have signs that animals are not commodities. But you know, this is just another form of doing activism, everybody. And we're gonna do that today. Beef is what for dinner? Is that really true? So let me see if I can find.
Sorry, I forgot your name.
So you're okay with the
So on.
objectification of animals?
Yeah, I see your setting up, which is perfect. I'm just wondering because now you're kind of blocking our entrance, so that makes that people are maybe kind of scared. Well, not scared away, but like they come in here to get in. Yeah, so it blocks a bit like the entryway to here because that's how most of the people. Yeah,
1 second, we're still gonna.
directly the place where people come in. And I don't want because if people don't come in, they also don't get into conversation with you.
I think this will keep here. That's
Yeah, and then if you move the bridge that side,
Seriously? Allah.
Just gonna leave you with the cows a little bit, okay, everybody? While I'm walking around here, let me show you. You can pass by.
for me, it would be perfect if we have it a bit more like that is like your corner. People can come in here, see this.
Can we move
and
those
then
two
see,
things?
Also see you.
Can we move those two things like this? Like,
Well, as long as it's not blocking the entrance.
Yeah.
The main thing is like this just needs to not be blocking right here.
Yeah, because people
yeah.
come
So,
in like this.
do you
It's a
think we
bit
can
of
move
a-
them like this, perpendicular to the?
Yeah, but the thing is like I also don't want it super close to this table because the vibe of this table is very different.
Ah,
Yeah.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I was thinking maybe on that side instead.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, I would, if that's okay with you, I would prefer on that side. So you can you can have here all the space to have conversation
Yeah.
with people.
Sure.
And because I just want people to come in over here so they can also come to you. And this is already like there's too much happening then. Like if people come in, is that okay?
No, I completely understand.
Okay. Perfect.
We're still working how to set things up, everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, which makes sense. Yeah, that's exactly. Thank you very much.
There is somebody already. Look at this. Let me show you. There is somebody already in the VR. See here, watching what dairy cows go through. But yeah, sorry, guys. I keep moving you around, but I want to put you in a place where I don't have to move you around too much. So I'll just put you here for now until we set things up a little bit more. Then maybe we'll have some conversations with people. You get to see a little bit of an art exhibit and have some conversations in the chat and hear me while I'm doing this. We do it? Yeah.
I thought you were busy with your stream.
Yeah, I put it there so that, well, people can still hear me right now. But yeah. So everybody, what we're doing off screen is we're moving 2 pieces of, yeah. Well, there's a sign that we attached and we're moving the 2 pieces somewhere far away. I'll show you in a second. Yeah.
No, we had them. We didn't have it in there because you need a little bit more tension to make sure it's
Oh, okay.
flat. I think this is fine.
Hier dus vandaan komen.
Dude from Hot Ones will only serve vegan chicken now. Hell yeah, that's a big win. That must be horrifying having so many people stare at you. I mean, look at this, Axel. Look at this. It's not a lot of people, but there are definitely more people coming in to watch the art exhibit. It's a nice idea, you know, for people to get a little bit connected with animals. I mean, at the end of the day, I think that just makes them a little bit more aware. But yeah, let me show you a little bit of what we're doing now, because this is kind of what we're doing over here. Let me show you the whole movement, what we're planning here. So as you're coming here to the park, you have this sign which we just moved that says "Stop the deer industry, stop the animal industry." Oh, sorry, everybody. I'm still getting a little bit used to it. Then we have here some VR headsets and some signs that are still setting up. A day in the life of a dairy cow. Then the art exhibit is over here. They have to enter through here, where the cows are. And then, well, there's a lot of people stopping by. And then there's AV over here, who have set up to show exactly what dairy cows go through also. Yeah. So as it is now, I think maybe I'll just, let me see how to put this whole thing, because it's going to be a little bit dynamic and I don't know where to put the stuff. I kind of want you to see the cows also, but if I do that, like, I don't know where they'll go. It's not like they have a lot of place to go, huh? Todd says, this is hilarious what softy liberals look like. Brother, I think I'm better built than you, Ben. I'm not softy at all. I just refuse to exploit innocent sentient beings for optional products. I respect animals, because animals deserve respect, not exploitation. Have you ever seen this kind of footage before?
I have, yeah.
You have? Are you vegan?
I'm not, but
You're
I
not?
don't. I use sometimes dairy products.
You use sometimes
Are you
dairy
part of
products?
the-
Yeah, I'm part of the group, yeah.
Because I mean, I know a Dutch dairy farm because I've worked with a lot of dairy farms and I was raised on a dairy farm. It's very different than what I see here, which I think in the UK or the US.
Yeah.
Of course, not that what happens here. I mean, it's better, but this is way worse.
They still have to
But it's
impregnate them,
still-
right?
Yeah, of course.
And they
yeah.
still have to separate the babies from their mothers.
Yeah, but that actually is now changing. So the calves are become moms and they still see each other, and the male calves are not directly shot. So there's some information in this that's not applicable to what's happening in the Netherlands or Europe. I'm not sure, but still, of course, there are some things that are mentioned that are things for concern and that a lot of people do not know about, so I think it's good to share. I just wish it was a more realistic story for the Netherlands and not
Oh,
of a different.
what exactly did you find unrealistic?
Well, what I just mentioned about the cough and
But that's just such a small part, isn't it? Because the reality is, it's not just the fact that the calf stays with the mother or not. That's a small deal. The idea of impregnating an animal so that we can steal their milk, then, you know, when we can no longer get milk out of them, we kill them. And if they don't produce milk, like if they're males, we kill them also. And we don't need any of it. Like, we don't
Yeah,
need
well,
milk.
so that is not always the case. Not, I mean, with unfortunately with many farms, yes, but there are many farmers that change that in the Netherlands. And
Which
also
ones? The
law-
impregnation, the killing, which ones?
The killing.
The killing. But the impregnation is not a problem with you? The idea of impregnating animals?
Uh, Definitely, it is a concern, but it's not. For me, it's also not just with dairy. It's a concern with how humans. I mean, this is definitely a concern to me, but it's also it goes further than cows, right? I mean, and generally, how humans and animals are related to each other is very concerning at this moment. And I think, especially, for example, I tell a lot of friends who love to eat steak. Just if you think about how many cows need to be killed, because one cow, like steak, is like very rare a piece of meat. Like if you look at the whole body of the cow, it's not. I mean, how on earth can you think you can eat steak each day if you want here in the Netherlands? I mean, that is just so ridiculous if you think about it. How many cows need to live and be killed for you to eat, to buy a piece of steak, which is actually relatively very cheap, which is.
But even if it were just one cow, it would still be bad, wouldn't it? Because it's an optional product. We can live without it. We can be healthy without it. And to treat an animal, like to impregnate an animal, to kill them, to treat them like an object, essentially,
Yeah.
only to get what we want out of them is wrong, right? Like that's at least how I see it.
For some people, I feel like I need to start with the steak story because this is too far.
Yeah.
For them, just to make them think in steps. Because this is for many people like far away, like too extreme, and a lot of people don't want to give up their prejudices or their it's. But then just to start realizing that you can buy a steak or eat a steak each day is just already so ridiculous, and people keep on eating it in restaurants. It's offered everywhere, and I just feel like sometimes it helps to just start with steps, to make people think differently about what they're doing.
I don't know. Personally, I don't think women should have rights and steps. I don't think animals should have rights and steps. I don't think anybody should get rights and steps. I think the right to body autonomy, which is a pretty basic right, everybody should decide for their own body, is not something that should be given in steps.
No,
I think that's something that should be given fully,
But then I think we both want the same. We want change, and for a lot of people, it just doesn't work that way.
But what about you? Because like we can speak about other people, and then we're just forming opinions based on the experiences that we have. But at the end of the day, can we speak about ourselves? Like, because you say you still consume some dairy products, right?
Yeah.
And you were you aware about?
Where I know these, only when I. Because I know quite some farmers also around Amsterdam.
Yeah.
So I only use dairy from.
They still kill the cows when they can no longer produce milk, or they can get them pregnant.
They don't.
How long do they think a cow can live?
A cow can live for about 15 to 20 years, like a cat.
24 years, yeah.
And so I know farmers who do not kill cows earlier. So it's, I mean, they
and
are.
How many cows do they have? Because they must have what, 300, 400 cows?
No, definitely not. Like maybe 20 or 30.
And but in order to continuously produce milk every year, they have to impregnate them, and that means a baby every single year. So it has to grow. That farm grows every single year, and
Otherwise
only after
cannot
20 years
survive.
one
hard.
dies.
Yeah, no, that's the hard reality indeed. So, yeah.
So, but the impregnation, the idea of treating an animal like an object is still there, even if it's a small farm, right? So,
Definitely,
if you
that needs to
disagree with it,
change.
why do you pay for it?
I think these farms still need to be able to survive without having to scale up, like otherwise it's not surviving. So I also think that needs to change. Farms needs to scale down. I just want to avoid all farmers to stop, right? Because we still want them.
No, all animal farming should stop.
Well, yeah, okay. How it is now, yes. But I
No,
still
any
think we
form of
can
animal
have
farming.
cows around.
Do you think human farming is ethical?
Yeah, so okay, so now I think this is the difference with the word farm. I don't know what that is in English, but what I mean is I think we should still have cows around, but not like we have it now. So that is not called
Not use them for
farming.
milk. Like we shouldn't have cows, milk, cheese, all this kind of
Exactly,
stuff.
that's what I mean.
Yeah, the
So
animals, I don't
then-
have a problem with them
so
living.
Then a farm, like
There are
like,
sanctuaries,
okay,
yeah.
I say the word farm because I think it's different. Like people who take care of animals, you know, that which are now often called farmers, they can still, they can still care for animals, but not for it doesn't not with the purpose of human consumption. Let's say.
Yeah,
So that is what I think should change.
sure. But that would essentially imply no more buying animal products, right?
Are you recording this?
I'm
conversation?
live actually, yeah, but the camera is pointed in another direction.
Okay, I wish you would have told me because I do not.
Sorry, but you're not in
I
view
mean,
or
you-
anything,
yeah,
and we're in
but
public,
now
so.
my voice is recorded.
Yeah, sure, but we're in public. I guess I didn't think there was an issue. But let me ask you, because when it comes to the animals, and I'm sorry, I will inform the next person. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
Can
not
you
inform you.
just stop this because I'm not comfortable with this? That you just like that
Sure.
ask me questions.
Sure,
without-
I can give. Can I give you a card though?
Yes, sure.
Can you? Even when you buy animal products from a small farm, you will still pay for the same thing, exploitation of animals, and you can choose to stop this. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Okay.
And I appreciate the conversation, but not that you are recording me without.
Sure, I
asking.
didn't have an opportunity to tell you that. Sorry, my bad.
Dann hat die Allianz, die sich dann verbinden.
Whatever. No, I cannot remove it because it's been live. Sorry.
Okay,
But
that's
it is in
that
public.
was really unprofessional of you.
That's okay.
I don't want this conversation, but not to be recorded. Just like that.
Why not?
Yeah, that is my choice to be on the internet or wherever this is.
Well, not if you're in public now. If you're in public, you will be filmed by other people who have a phone anyway.
Still, you have to ask.
I don't have to, by the way. I don't have any legal obligation to do so.
Im Endeffekt sind da am Anfang noch nicht ganz deutlich, aber
Please, why do you believe it's unnatural to eat animals if it's in the natural order of most animals? I don't believe it's unnatural. I believe it's wrong. There's plenty of natural things that are right, are wrong.
Let me give you a flyer.
Don't put them this against the sun
I
because
didn't
we're
do
gonna.
that, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'm aware.
let me give you a flyer. Oh, you have it, yeah. So no,
Hi, I'm a just like her mother, just like her daughter. Hi.
Michiel, be careful with the VRs because if the sun is going through the lens, it's gonna break them.
Okay.
So make sure you put them back in the box or in the.
Be slaughtered.
You don't care about plants, Johnny. Though I'll tell you this: I care more about plants than you, because for my products, for my food, less plants are killed in the process. But I have to move somewhere where I can have conversations with people, maybe. I don't know what we're gonna do today, everybody. It might just be a little bit of watching the cows, and let's look at the cows, and meanwhile I'll talk to the people in the chat. How about we do that, huh? So this person is painting. Is it wrong for animals to eat animals? Well, it's not wrong to eat animals if you have no other choice. If you would die unless you eat animals, so no. It's a matter of choice. If you have a choice to not oppress an innocent animal, why would you choose to oppress an innocent animal? I mean, imagine thinking it's okay to cut the throat of this animal that you see in front of you. Look at how gentle they are. They're just minding their own business, doing nothing. They're grass puppies, exactly. Imagine how ridiculous it is to to see them as objects or to pay for them to be exploited and killed for you. I thought I was the only raw vegan. Raw as in Romanian conscious ape? What do you mean by raw? Looks like a nice place apart from the exploited cows. 100% Martin. Apart from the needless animal exploitation, yes. I mean, this cow has already been pregnant once, huh? They've already been through the baby separation once, from them babies being taken away from them once. The music is horrible. Yeah, sorry, I'm right next to the speaker here. Let me see if I can move farther away. Speakers everywhere, damn it. Poor girlies. God damn it, speakers everywhere. They also turned up the music. Like imagine thinking, oh, you know what? I'm gonna wanna cut the throat of this being. How messed up is that, huh? This is what softy liberals look like. Todd, no, this is a dairy cow. I understand you probably have never seen a dairy cow in your entire life, but this is what a dairy cow looks like. They're essentially a grass puppy. They just wanna eat, live their life, feel love, have friendships, you know, do all the nice things. They barely have any space to move around here or run or do what the things that they would like to do. But yeah, that's not a liberal, that's a dairy cow. I understand it's difficult for you to tell the difference, but yeah. And of course people come and see because people have never seen cows, huh? A lot of people are so disconnected from the process. And imagine that maybe half of these people will go home and pay for a cow to be slashed into pieces and put on their plate. Like imagine how insane is that? You come here, you see the cows, you're happy to see them, and then you go home and pay for them to be raped and killed. Like that is insane, huh? That is just about the most dissonant thing anybody can do. 10 years vegan. Hell yeah, conscious ape. That's nice. Love it. The seating looks good. What's this place used for normally? Martin, this is a park. This is normally a park. This seating is something that they made, I guess. It's kind of to resemble a, like, let me show you. I think it's made to resemble like a painting, you see, because if you look at the corners, they kind of look like a frame of a painting. So yeah. How many burgers and steak would that make? Moji, well, this human being, how many burgers and steaks would this human being make? I'm not sure, but I don't eat humans, so I respect all sentient beings, including humans. So I'm not sure, but that's okay. If you want to oppress humans, you can oppress humans. Just make sure you get some form of consent before that. Their digestion cannot keep up with the energy usage of their enlarged udders and maximize production. Yeah, and of course you'll notice that both of these cows are dairy cows that, you know, they're both females, nothing more.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Pretty good, just showing people how cows look like, because apparently a lot of people don't know a lot about it.
How have they been handling the stormy weather? Have you been here for a little longer?
Yeah. We got covered under that little thing, that little shed over there. Amazing tasting animal, says Gassan. I agree with you. All these humans would taste really great. You're right. But this cow deserves to live. Well, actually, all of them deserve to live just as much.
Hey, hello.
We also have people firing. Let me show you. You have seen Lodewijk? Hello, Lodewijk. Yeah, he's flyering and people. Can you guys still hear me? I accidentally pressed the mic. I'm not sure if you can hear me still. Let's see if we can. The smell of a living cow is horrible. No, it is not. Oh, you're good. Thank you. Yeah, so stop unaliving grass. Sure, brother. Sure. But what do you think this cow eats, huh? What do you think this cow eats? Look at them. Hmm? It seems to me like they're eating grass themselves, aren't they? They're eating hay, actually. I'm gonna sit like this and answer some questions. If there's conversations to be had, I might have some conversations myself. Hey, Mel and Steve, nice to see you here. Yeah, this is an art exhibit where they, in this park, they put up two dairy cows that are sitting over there. Apparently, the dairy cows are already pregnant, so that's why they can be here, because they can't milk them while they're pregnant, which is kind of messed up if you think about it. And yeah, as you can see, they're already pretty developed, and they're probably going to be, soon have their babies taken away from them for more than once. They've already had that done to them. Hey, Jacob Evans, nice to see you here. Cow needs love, so we get milk and meat. Never abuse anything I love. Cow needs love. Let's not. You know why a cow produces milk? Because if they're mothers, that's the only reason why a cow produces milk, is they have to be a mother. So what they do is they forcefully impregnate them. Yeah, that's what they do. They forcefully impregnate them, and then they separate them from their babies so that the babies can drink them, so that they can take away the milk. And yeah, afterwards they kill them. That's what they do. They kill the babies, and they kill the mothers when they can no longer get pregnant anymore. And let's say even if none of that is happening, right? If there's a situation where you say, well, they don't get separated from their mothers, or they even don't get killed, they're still treated like an object, which is impregnating them as much as you want, not giving them the freedom that they deserve, and all of it for what? For a product you don't need, for an optional product. So yeah. Why the fuck would you justify kidnapping for cheese? Especially, Axel, when you can make cheese from cashew nuts and stuff, right? Like, imagine that. Imagine saying it's okay to do this to cows for something that it's not even worth it. Cause is delicious. Cause it's delicious. I don't know what to tell you, man. The idea of exploiting and killing an innocent animal because you find it delicious, because you get some form of pleasure from it. I don't know, I'm just not that type of person. I'm just not the type of person who would exploit the weak only to get pleasure from them. But if you are, that's okay. I mean, that's not okay, but maybe you should look at your values a little bit. Well, let's see, it's awful and mothers are still pregnant when they go to slaughter. 100%, yeah. I mean, who's to know what will happen to these animals in the end, right? What kind of chips are you eating? I don't know, all types of chips. The person I'm speaking to, by the way, the person I just spoke to is pretty upset right now and is seeking to tell on me. She's very upset about everything, so I'm looking at her right now, by the way, everybody. She's a bit triggered about the fact that we had a conversation and I didn't tell her that it was live, which I don't have to, by the way, but I usually do because I'm nice. And I forgot to do it this one time. Do you use bug spray? I do not know. Why would I use bug spray? People who care about Animals never care about humans. That's an empirical claim that would need some form of empirical evidence right there. No, people who care about animals, most people who care about animals also care about humans. I care about both. Well, I care about both as much as I care about both, because I don't really care about either. I just think I care about injustice and justice being done. So I think it's unfair, the fact that we treat them. I think it's unfair, the fact that two sentient individuals are put on a display, surrounded by electrified fence and surrounded by other people to watch them, I don't know, live or try to live. So no. Simon asks, do you care about bacteria? No, I do not, because bacteria is not sentient. And the reason why sentience matters is because that means they're an individual. It means they have an experience of the world. But you know what, everybody? I think I'm going to take my sign and sit with the sign anyway. I think that's a better idea. And I'm just going to be sitting here. The cows are here. You can see the cows, you can see me, and I'm just going to be bringing a sign here. What are you doing? Are you flyering?
I'm flyering, yeah. These flyers are specifically made for this event. So it starts with, what's more idyllic than cows in the meadow? And then, of course, it ends with, still think it's a beautiful sight.
Oh, that's nice.
After a lot of horrible facts. Are you live streaming?
Yeah, I am live now.
You are already live?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I should show my face.
Yeah.
Otherwise people can hear me, but you can't see me.
Yeah, yeah. So let me read what Lodebike has in here. Well, actually, you know what? While I read, I'm going to show you the cows so that people, in a second, people who see this. So this is in the flyer, okay? What's more idyllic than cows in a meadow? But have you ever wondered, where are the bulls and the calves? Milk requires calves. That's why cows are artificially inseminated every year. Calves are usually taken away within hours, robbing them of natural mother-calf bond. The milk meant for the calf ends up in your glass. Male calves are sent to the veal industry, first kept alone in pens, then in groups, and slaughtered after just a few months. In 2024, this happened 1.5 million times in the Netherlands. Female calves go through the same start and raised to become dairy cows, often spending most of their lives indoors. In 2024, over 460,000 cows were permanently confined. Even the cows that do go outside only spend about 175 days per year on pasture, and only during the day. A few square meters of fenced grass is nothing like the open landscapes their ancestors roamed in herds. Cows are intelligent, emotional beings. They form close bonds, grieve losses, and have excellent long-term memories. In freedom, they can live 20 to 30 years. In the dairy industry, they are typically killed by age 6. Do you still think it's a beautiful sight? And then they have this QR code over here. That was pretty nice, right? So I'm gonna bring my sign over here and see maybe if somebody wants to have a conversation with me. Actually, everybody, what is happening? Hey, Sam Smith, this is an art exhibit. Show you in a second, but before I do that, I'm actually gonna hold a sign that says animal abuse should be legal. Let's see how many people get triggered by this sign. Animals need us to be vegan, 100%. Why is a cow there? So we're actually in a park right now. Let me show you while I'm gonna put the sign over here. And I'm gonna show you also again, sorry everybody, I guess keep showing it to everybody, I guess. So there's let me zoom out a little bit. So this is a whole pen, as you can see. And there's 2 cows in this pen. Well, it's not really a pen, it's more like a bench type situation. that kind of is arranged to look like, I don't know if you can see the other cow, you see them here. It's kind of arranged to be like a painting frame, and there's a person over here painting, and then there's just things happening in the decor. And all of this is for art, yeah, all this exploitation is for art. So I'm just hitting 0 to sign, and let's see if we get some conversations with people. So dairy cows, yeah, these are dairy cows, yes. These are dairy cows. Apparently they are pregnant dairy cows. They are dairy cows who will have a baby. They will have their babies taken away from them. They will, if the baby is born male, their babies will be killed. So yeah, this is their sad fate. You see them over here, looking nice. A lot of people enjoy them. They get a little bit of peace watching these beautiful beings just sitting there minding their own business, but then they'll go home and pay for them to be treated like an object. They'll go home and pay for them to be impregnated, to be raped, to be killed, to have their babies separated from them. I don't know what kind of person you are, but I'm not the type of person who would support that. Just saying. It's a bit of a different thing what we're doing today. Tomorrow we'll do a normal outreach. Oppressors don't care about consent. They don't, indeed, as you can see. Oppressors do not care about consent. Just gonna be sitting here, everybody. There's also people holding signs on all ends, holding signs of what really happens in animal agriculture. You wanna have a conversation with me? No, of course not. Why would you want to be held accountable for something horrible you're doing? Hey, thank you, Mel and Steve. This was actually organized by a couple of people, and it's a great thing to see, you know, because people come here to see the animals, and they always, then they get this impression, but look at this, I get the best, you see, the animals are treated so nicely, but look at them, they lack energy. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen cows in a sanctuary, but they have energy, they're happy. They don't look happy here, but why would they be? They're surrounded by an electrified fence and surrounded by the individuals that oppress them every single day. Like, imagine oppressing them like all they see is, oh, some of these beings will take my babies away from me, as they did in the past. It's sad. It's just sad. And I don't know about you, but I'm not the person to do that. I'm not the person to pay for it. And I think if you think of yourself as a person who's against slavery, as a person who's for fairness, then you should also not be part of it. Because when you're part of it, you are supporting a form of slavery, a form of unfairness. So, you guys want to try a social experiment? Just ask you some questions about the art exhibit that's over here, actually. It's about animals. Say it again?
We just had an extensive talk.
Oh, you just had an extensive talk about it? How do you feel about this?
Terrible.
Terrible? Yeah. Are you guys gonna go vegan?
It's gonna take some time to digest still. But yeah, I'm considering.
What is holding you back from going vegan today?
All these years of habits of eating, being with this same old habit of eating meat and dirt.
But you learned about what happens there, right? You learned about. Have you seen it actually? Because
Yeah,
the
yeah.
VRs over here show you exactly what dairy cows go through.
Yeah, I've seen also some documentaries before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of knowing what's happening, but having these conversations and talking about these things feels like, okay, this is a reminder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be a little bit more than that because let's imagine that in the instead of animals there were people. Would you act more urgently, or would you still pay for some people to be exploited and slaughtered for you?
Yeah, yeah. Thinking it like that would change things, but still in my mind there are different things. Like there are different things, different priorities.
In what way? What do you mean?
I still see humans and animals as different things. Maybe it's me that I'm seeing it.
I mean, you and I are different also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But does the difference justify the murder?
No, it does not. But yeah, if I want to voice my concern.
By the way, I am live. I forgot to mention.
Okay.
I know you're not on camera. You're not on camera, but just to note, so you know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not comparable. That's what I say. It's like you should not compare animals to people.
But humans are animals.
Yes, but animals are animals, and they
So
are
are humans.
as important as people. So my point is, you should not compare animals to people to bring more attention to animals. Animals are important by themselves.
Yeah. Do you think they deserve body autonomy?
They deserve body autonomy. Yeah.
Like the right to decide for their own body?
I mean, they need to be free in the nature, the way that we are behaving. It's like a slavery.
It is, yeah.
But also in the nature, if we see the nature, there are also some animals who eat other animals. So if we are also animals, we can still eat some animals.
But those animals do it out of necessity. You can't commit horrible things without any necessity behind it, right? Like horrible acts deserve a pretty good explanation. Like take for instance, if I jump at you right now with a knife and I cut your throat, I better have a pretty good explanation for it. Other than, well,
Doesn't matter, the explanation doesn't change anything.
well, it does, because if you have a gun on you and you would be pointing it at my head right now and I'm jumping with a knife at you, then the explanation for me jumping with a knife at you would be valid and it would be understandable, so, right? So there are situations when violence is justified, but violence is never justified for something we don't need, is it?
You don't like ask a snake to justify.
Because they do it out of necessity, they need it, we don't. We have options, they don't. You know, like imagine if in front of you there's two options, one that rapes a cow, takes away their babies, kills their babies and kills the cow, and one that doesn't do that, and the taste difference is it's very small. Why would you ever choose the one that rapes a cow?
Yeah, I understand your point of view. I sometimes think that way, but I also see it from another point of view, which is maybe it isn't about the whole thing, it's just about how we are doing it, like how we have industrialized everything about this.
Is there a good way to enslave an animal?
No, but
It's like there can be a good way to coexist.
But coexistence wouldn't mean us taking their milk, would it? Because we don't get consent from them to take
No,
their
but
milk.
we can.
We can.
Yeah.
Wait, we can what? Take their milk without consent?
No, we can take consent.
How? Because animals cannot consent.
The way that we are doing it, yes, right now. But they have emotions. You can feel their emotions. Have
Can you
ever-
feel my emotions?
I can.
What are my emotions?
You're angry.
Oh no, not at all. So you see, you shouldn't judge your
Yeah.
statement because that's definitely not
Yeah,
my emotions.
But emotions is like changing. Like I felt some anger,
Not at all.
and then
So you see, your judgment of feeling
Yeah.
the emotions was wrong. So if your judgment of feeling emotions is flawed, then
Yeah.
it can be flawed also when you judge that this cow consents to you doing something to them.
yeah,
But if you can't judge if it's consenting or not, you can't also judge that it's not consenting.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what
not.
I
They're
mean?
not consenting.
It's
Yeah,
not something to think about.
they're not consenting. Therefore, you shouldn't do anything to them.
Yeah.
Any human being who cannot consent, we leave them alone. We
Yeah.
don't say we don't force consent on them.
Yeah, I think just the way you're talking about it is it's like you're saying I'm right, you should also accept my truth, which is it doesn't work for me like that.
Not at all. I'm
rather-
speaking about the victims. If you want my truth, I think both humans and animals are shitty. I don't like any of them. If you want my opinion, that's my opinion. But when it comes to an injustice, which this is an injustice, what we do to animals, I'm gonna speak on behalf of the victim, which is the animals in this situation. And the victims are being oppressed by us for optional products. And when you buy these products, you are supporting this form of oppression. Maybe that's not your intent behind it. I understand that. Maybe your intent is to, I don't know, purchase some products, get some taste pleasure out of it, and maybe you grew up doing it. But unfortunately, you are supporting it, and you do have options. If you didn't have options, nobody would judge you. We wouldn't be here sitting having this conversation. Like if you were in a deserted island and you had to kill an animal to survive, I don't think I would be here telling you you're a monster or something, because on a deserted island you might kill a human to survive also, So it's a little bit of a different scenario. But when you have options, we're just saying you have responsibility also for the options that you choose. And if you choose to buy a product that exploits an innocent animal, then you are responsible for that exploitation, right?
I agree.
Especially when you know about it, as you do now.
Yeah.
So when I ask you when I tried pushing a little bit, it was only because you are in this position, whereas before maybe you weren't, but right now you are in this position where you know about the atrocities of what animals go through. So you are more responsible for it. So when you go right now in a supermarket and you buy an animal product, whether it's milk, cheese, or meat, or whatever you buy, you will know that when you pick up that product, put it in your cart and pay for it, you will pay for an innocent animal to be exploited and slaughtered for you. That's all I'm saying, right? So if you don't want that to happen, if that's against your values, you can just choose something else. And no matter how difficult it is for you, it pales into comparison to what the animal is going through.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
You agree? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I appreciate you guys being open to it, but
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like having this conversation helps me to understand what's my point of view. Like when I'm talking about it out loud, I can see how I'm thinking about it.
yeah.
Maybe before I just have some ideas, but I don't know exactly what are those ideas.
Yeah, I
When
get
we are
that.
having this conversation, I also see my point of view
Yeah.
on this one as well.
Yeah, I get that. Like we all need to have these conversations with others, with ourselves, with everybody, right? But I feel like in these conversations, it's very easy to get lost in this thing that we learned from our past, which is it's okay because everybody else does it. It's okay because we get some product out of it. It's okay as long as they have space or something, whatever. We always go around the issue, but the issue is the fact that we see them as something we can gain from, and we just take what we want from them. Because the reason, if you find factory farming bad, which everybody does, the reason why we ended up with factory farming is because of this mentality that it's not that bad if we take a little bit from them. And we just ended up taking way more because, you start cutting corners. Well, we separate the baby from the mother anyway. Might as well separate them a day earlier. It's not going to make a difference. Well, we kill the cows anyway at 6 years old. Might as well kill them when we can no longer get them pregnant. So like you just start cutting corners. And yeah. And even if you didn't, you still end up in the same situation, right? Where they're treated like objects. Let me give you a card because I see you have that flyer already. Let's messed up. I don't know if you got a card already.
Got this one.
You got that one from AV? That's a pretty good one, yeah. The AV one is also good. Yeah, you don't need mine. Yeah. But, have you watched Dominion ever before?
The what?
Dominion, the documentary that's there. No, so it's a really good documentary. You should watch that.
Yeah.
You'll learn a little bit more about it. And, I feel like you can make the right choices, but just don't wait too long. Because if you're in the other position, if you're the victim, you wouldn't want the perpetrator to wait or think about it, especially if you already know that it's bad.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, thank you so much for this. Have an awesome day. Cheers. I don't know if you guys have heard that conversation. I hope you have. I don't fancy an iron deficiency and 4 vitamins deficiency. Do I look like I'm deficient, brother? What are you talking about? Yeah. As you see, it's getting fuller. There's also a lot of people holding signs here. I wish I had the specific sign myself, but I'm just gonna be holding this one. You wanna have a conversation with me? No, in Engels. Only Netherlands. They don't. Why would they have a conversation with somebody in English after all? I don't think you get to see that much from there. I'm vegan for about 30 minutes now, says Simon Fleming. I don't know if you're kidding, Simon Fleming, but being vegan means respecting animals' rights. Doesn't mean not eating animals if that's what you're doing. Being vegan is the same as being a feminist, man. It means respecting somebody's rights. Let me see if I can move somewhere else. They might be blocking the entrance. Let me see. Hello, conscious ape. I'm right in the corner somewhere. It's a little bit difficult to do any form of activism like how I normally do it. Looking around how I can do it. Rights honestly are pretty overrated. Said somebody who has rights. I don't think you would think that rights are overrated if you didn't have rights. Oh, here's a good place. Is it the oxymoron? I'm not sure if it is. Are you flyering? Cows are so cute. Completely agree. Beautiful cow, what kind of event is this? Well, my vegan world, sadly, you're not gonna like this, but this is an art piece where they took 2 dairy cows, put them next to an electrified fence, or so they say it's electrified. I don't think it's electrified because there's a lot of kids around, but they just put it so that, you know, you don't touch it. They took 2 dairy cows, they put them here, and it's an art exhibit showing people, you know, animals, I guess, essentially. There's somebody painting all of this, and this whole thing is supposed to resemble a painting, a frame of a painting. So yeah. You wanna have a conversation with me?
I speak not English.
Oh, you speak English?
No.
Oh, okay, that's okay. If we had kill dog isn't the same than cow for them, so the oppressor choose it. It's the same. Enslaving and killing dogs is the same as enslaving and killing cows to them. They all deserve to live. None of them should be exploited and slaughtered. God damn it, this music, everybody. I don't even know where to move. Maybe I can move somewhere. There's a lot of people holding signs. You can hear me, I know, but the music is very annoying to me. Because it's like if you sit right next to the speaker, they have this really sleepy, shitty music. Yeah, sorry everybody, I didn't think things through, I know. What's the alternative to beef? A soy burger? What's the alternative to beef? So many options, man, so many options. Soy burger is only one, but the alternative to you know what the biggest benefit to you not eating beef is? That an innocent sentient being would not get exploited and slaughtered for you on your behalf anymore. That you would be living in harmony with your values of not being an oppressor, so I would say that's a pretty good thing, huh? Okay, let me see where I can move. I think I might just move a little bit further away. There's a lot of people, but there is no flow. Everybody sits there. Actually, I was pretty well there. Let me just sit. Sorry, everybody, I keep moving around. As I said, I'm not very well organized on this one. But I thought it's nice to, to either way sit with each other, see some beautiful animals. Although you don't see them now because they're just minding their business, sitting there. So you're just gonna be seeing me, I guess, in this process. Let me show you a nice sign.
Came down to it, and I was like, okay, so.
Look at this sign. That says, all this for a piece of cheese. And it shows what dairy cows go through. See? This is freaking horrific. Horrific images. And all these are images. All this is what you pay for. Chip, leave the mic alone. Is there any issues with the mic? Darwin Campos says worth it. I'm sure, Darwin, if your head would be here, you wouldn't say that it is worth it, would you? Of course, when you're in the position, must be AI. No, brother. This is, you can see who took the photo. It's by Gabriela Penella. You see, you also see who took the photo. But yeah, you love meat. Well, this is what you're paying for, violence towards these beautiful beings. This is what you're paying for. No matter how much you want to refuse this, no matter how much you want to deny it, you are paying for this atrocity. You are paying for exploitation, abuse, and slaughter of innocent animals. And you don't need to do any of it. I'm just saying. I used to work in a slaughterhouse. Nabatar, says Mikey Miles. So did you work on the kill floor where they kill the innocent animals? Where they cut their throat? Or did you work somewhere else? We've been slaughtering since the beginning of time. Yeah, well, if we've been doing something for a long time, that must make it right, right? I mean, also women didn't have rights from the beginning of time. They only started having rights for 100 years now. But that's okay. That must mean that women not having rights is okay. Also, slavery we've been doing since the beginning of time. That must mean slavery is okay also, right? Because after all, if we've been doing something since the beginning of time, then it must be okay, right? Otherwise, why even say it? Buddy, see a therapist. I don't see any therapists. What do you mean? There's no therapists here. It's our food, no politics. Brother, these are sentient beings. These are not food, man. These over here, These are sentient beings, man. They're individuals. They have an experience of the world. They're not having a pretty good experience right now. Right now they're in a position where they get treated like an object. But these are sentient beings, nevertheless. They don't deserve to be exploited and slaughtered. People just laugh at you, Chip, says somebody. So what? People laughed at everybody who was a revolutionary. People laughed at them. People laughed at the people who were against slavery. Doesn't mean you shouldn't be against slavery. Who cares? You should, you should respect animals, not treat them like objects. Maybe I should hold one of those signs also, because nobody's coming with me to me at this sign. I'm gonna hold one of these signs also.
Hey. So.
What's up? I took this one. It says, stolen from mothers, treated as property. This is dairy. And it just shows the separation. So I'm gonna be doing, who's your friend? I think you saw her. We did outreach together. So I'm just gonna be holding this like this, so that everybody sees this. But you know what? Maybe you want to see the cow also as I'm doing this. Oh, poor beautiful being. You know, it saddens me so much when you see them. Knowing what happens to them. Knowing that they're seen as objects. And this, look at her, she has a number. She doesn't even have a name, she has a number, 5612. That's essentially her life. She is 5612.
Did someone outreach these people?
I don't know, I'm just holding signs showing the outreach who. I don't know how to speak to people here because people need to come and speak to me, I guess, or something, right?
Yeah.
How do you want to do it?
Because like the people who are like enjoying these poor cows, like then they are the ones who are being indoctrinated by this whole stance. So I guess that's their target. But then they're just sitting there. Yeah, you're right. How do you? I guess without the sign, that's intimidating. Maybe an idea is just to walk in and just to say, hi, so what do you think of this or something, and then start a conversation like that.
It's a little bit difficult for me because I have a camera and people get triggered. I tried that with somebody and they got
If you
triggered.
put the mic here, then it's not visible.
Yeah, but when they see it, then they become, oh, how dare you
They don't
film.
see it. It's just there, and they don't know it's you.
I don't know.
I mean, look at the stupid actors.
Yeah, maybe they should behave like real farmers and cut their throat. Well, not
and
really.
like,
Impregnate them.
Impregnate them, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be lovely to show everybody.
Yeah. What are you showing? Oh yeah. The reality of it,
Why
huh?
is the police here? Is it for us?
Yeah.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Who called them?
I think it's because it's an organized event. They're here.
Yeah.
This cow that you're seeing right here seems like they're a little bit scared because every time a sound happens or something a little bit more out of the sudden, her ears perk up. Poor baby.
I'll join you.
You join me? Yeah. Sometimes this is what activism is, everybody. You just sit with a sign and show people the truth. Because this is the reality. This is the reality what people pay for. Exploitation, baby separation, killing, murder, blood. They see this idyllic picture, they see these cows sitting out here minding their own business. This is such a small part of it, because the most part of it is just the murder of it, the killing, it's just gruesome. It's hard to explain because if you've never seen it, it's very difficult to see. It's not scared, he is just eating. First of all, she is not scared, she is eating. And if you check the intricacies of her movement, you'll see that she is scared, yes.
Hoewel ze in eigen gebeden verzonken zijn ze ook met elkaar verenigd in een heilig verbond.
Then why don't you have a cow sanctuary? Brother, do you think I have money for that? What the hell? Talk about privilege. Why don't you have a large square of land where you can rescue animals yourself? How about you stop putting them in this position so that I don't need to rescue them, huh? How about you don't make animals victims so that I don't need to rescue them?
De tijd lijkt stil te staan. We worden ons bewust dat dit een bijzonder en heilig moment is. Voor deze biddende mensen met de ogen van
You are entitled. Yeah, sure. I see animals as objects. I feel entitled to take away their life for an optional product. Oh wait, no I don't. I respect their life.
symbolisch voor de heerlijkheid van God lijkt hun nederige dagelijkse werk met glans en waardigheid te gaan vergieten. De warmte die dit echtpaar omringt, nodigt ook ons uit om ons werk neer te leggen en onze gedachten op God te richten.
That's the gruesome one, huh?
Voelen we ons opgetild in de wijdse ruimte van Gods liefde en genade.
Actually, this is a good point, everybody. Because you know what? If you're a person who doesn't want to speak to people, if you're somebody who's a bit shy when speaking or approaching people, this is something you can always do. Well, not specifically in this situation like I'm here in this quote-unquote art. But what you can do is hold a sign in front of a store anywhere, tell the truth, and just, you know, show people that there's more to this than meets the eye, you know? Even just that, even just sitting with a sign, showing them, is still making a difference. And I'd like to do an exercise, everybody, with you. Hey, how do you feel about this idea of seeing animals like this? Did you know that they separate the babies from the mothers?
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you feel about it?
No, I don't feel nice with this.
It's not nice, is it?
No. Not.
Yeah, we see them nice on the field, we see them as quote unquote happy, but they're actually, you know,
Of course, of course. If child is with mother, of course.
yeah. We separate them from the. Do you know why we do that? Why we separate them?
No.
Because if they stay with their mother, we
Yeah.
can't take the milk. Some they will drink some of the milk.
Yeah.
So they get separated from their mother so that we can take their milk. And if the baby's born male, they don't produce milk. So what do you think happens to them?
That is, yeah, that is horrible. This is not nice, of course not.
Yeah, we kill them.
You kill them.
Yeah. Well, not me myself.
No,
but,
I
yeah.
know, I know that.
Yeah, yeah,
People kill them. If a baby is male.
yeah. All for milk. Yeah.
Why?
Why? Because it would be expensive to keep them alive. Like, if you keep them alive, you'd have to feed them, and that costs money, of course. So it's easier for them to kill them.
If you feed this female, then you later you getting milk, so that's why.
If they're female, yes. If they're female, they impregnate them every year. And then when they can no longer get them pregnant, they also kill them, because to keep them alive would mean, again, money for them, losing money. But if they're male, they kill them directly because they don't produce milk at all. They're useless to them.
But this happen now. Before all time, this not happen. You killing this child, this whatever male, female.
And this is only one part of it, but the reality of it is, even if they didn't kill the babies, even if they didn't separate them, we still impregnate these cows. And we do it because, what? To get something we don't need. We don't need milk. We don't need dairy products. We have so many alternatives today.
Okay, thank you.
Let me give you a card. Maybe it will help you out to
Yeah, of
tell us
course.
something about it. Yeah. There's a documentary here
Yeah.
called Dominion.
Yeah.
It appears when you scan this QR code.
Mhm.
It shows everything that the animals go through.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. Have a nice
Cheers.
day.
Have a good one. Small conversations are still being had. Pumanik, if you're saying this isn't true, which part of it is not true? The separation of the babies, the killing of the mothers when they can no longer consent? Which one is it not true? Tell me. Because we have footage of it happening, but you claim that it's not true, so. Yeah, putting up with your surrounding is not happiness. Very true. But everyone is ignoring Chip, as one dude said up in the chat. Very well. People should be ignoring me. This isn't about me. This is about animals. It's about not exploiting them. Not seeing them as objects. These are not objects. They are sentient beings who think, who feel, who have emotions. They don't deserve to be enslaved, to be put up in a cage so that you can take away their milk and treat them like a product. They don't deserve that. They deserve the same rights as you do, because they all feel, they all have emotions. Cows are not in cages. I never said they're in cages. They're enslaved. They're kept in containers. This is a container. You see, they can't get out of it. A farm is a container. They can't get out of it. They're stuck in a situation where they're essentially, they can't get away from. And in this situation, they are impregnated if they're females and killed if they're males. And this happens from birth all the way until females can no longer get pregnant. Then they kill them too. Why? Because their only value to farmers is what they give. Their only value to farmers is what their body gives. Nobody really cares how they feel, what they want to do. Nobody really cares if this individual wants to do something else with their life. Nobody cares if this individual does not want to be seen as an object, does not want to be impregnated, does not want to eat that thing that you give them. And all this is happening because you pay for it. All this is happening because you buy these products. These farmers do all this because that's the only way they can make money from it. Don't be that person. Don't pay for this nonsense. Be a smart individual. Let me see where I can move now.
Maken reality-reeksen over het nieuwe bestaan en stellen lastige vragen. Wat moet de boer doen? Moet hij blijven glimlachen? Moet zijn lied blijven klinken over de akkers? In het
It sound demonic.
voor hem bedenken. De werkelijkheid.
You know, when we arrived here, they were telling us that their interest is animal welfare. They were telling us that, well, we care about the animals so we don't scare them or something. Oh, God forbid we scare them. God forbid it. We will cut their throat and steal their babies. But no, God forbid we scare them, huh? Imagine the ridiculousness of that statement. But you know why they don't want them to be scared. Because if they were here, if they would be scared, they would, you know, they could harm people because they're big animals, you know? We don't really care about the cows. Very few people actually do care about it. Did you know that they do this for milk? That they separate the babies? You know about it, huh? So why support it, huh? Why do it? All these beings deserve to live. They shouldn't be treated like an object. They have emotions. They have feelings. They have relationships, you know that. Just like you do. To treat them like an object, all to make money from it. She was so triggered, everybody. She was so triggered. I'm a farmer's daughter. I know everything about it. So she knows what she's doing. Yeah, farmers don't like what we're doing right now. Showing people the truth now. Oh, this is... Oh God, when I see these cows, I could cry knowing what's gonna happen to them. I don't know if you can see it. This cow over here, this cow over here. I feel like when you look into her eyes, you can see the pain. I mean, even the way they're put in here, like they have rope around their head, and for what? And the number tag in their ear, because that's what they care about. To number them, to tag them. That's all they care about. Yeah, sadly the fate of these two animals will be that they will be repeatedly impregnated year over year, have their babies stolen from them. And if the baby's born male, they will be killed. And when these two beings can no longer be impregnated, they get killed. That's dairy farming, man. Are you a dairy farmer yourself? You are? No English. Are you a dairy farmer? So you know what I mean, hmm?
Yeah, dairy farmer.
Say it again.
Are you a dairy farmer?
I am not, no, I'm an activist. I've been on several dairy farms, I have seen it all happen.
I don't care.
Do you disagree with anything I'm saying?
I don't care.
You don't care? Do you think it's okay to exploit animals like this?
Which part of I don't care don't you understand?
So why do you think it's okay to exploit
I
animals?
think it's okay to just be here. What do you think?
Yeah, it's okay to be here, yeah. It's my freedom to be here. You don't care? Another triggered farmer, everybody. There's a lot of farmers around, apparently, yeah. I guess he didn't want his child to learn the truth about what he does to cows. We will continue speaking up for them. I'm so sorry that this is happening to you. You're a real dickhead. Oh yeah, I'm a dickhead for saying the truth, for showing people the truth. I'm a dickhead. Not the people doing this, not the people supporting this, but me who was saying this. What does Chip's sign say? Nerds like us, my sign says, stolen from mothers, treated as property, this is dairy. The sad truth. Here's hoping that kid grows up to become vegan, turns their back on their whole sordid system and founds a vegan cheese company. That would be amazing, Anik. That's a good point. Oop. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here with me. I appreciate it, you know. Well, there's a lot of activists around, but as you see, we're all kind of just holding signs, showing people the truth. And it's good to have somebody around me, you know. Mike Palanto says, love you, brother. Thank you, man. Right back at you. It's nice to not be alone in these situations, you know. Shit, sorry, everybody. I think that was pretty loud. There's a little bit of wind coming. Yeah, this is an exhibition where they show dairy cows in a park, and they're surrounded by a painting-like thing. I think it's an art exhibition. The whole purpose is to use animals for art, because we don't use animals in enough ways. We need to exploit them also for art, of course. And we're here sitting, like there's a lot of activists holding signs showing the truth, showing that these are individuals, not commodities, that in the dairy industry, babies get stolen. That's the sign that I'm holding. And there's signs, there's somebody holding a sign with with some gruesome content, I'll just say that. Hey Peg, nice to see you here. But we're all just sitting here, you know, trying to raise a little bit of awareness. These signs, I guess people they learn a little bit out of it, you know. They learn a little bit of what it is that they're paying for. We also have activists who are walking around, giving people flyers, explaining to them what we're doing over here. But yeah. There's also AV that is doing some outreach. We're doing our best, everybody. And, you know, for all you vegans out there, I want you to see a little bit of the animals, because we are fighting for them, you know, and it's kind of sad to see them treated like this. Sorry about the sound, but they don't deserve to be treated like objects. Nice.
Yeah, you literally said that.
Well, I had two. There was a guy here who was like, well, there was a guy who was triggered by this, and I asked somebody. There was a woman walking by, and I asked her, "Did you know about this about dairy?" I'm the daughter of a dairy farmer, so yeah, I know everything. Perfect.
Ze zoeken iets. Maar wat? Er zijn verschillende interpretaties gegeven aan dit tafereel. Landbouwhistoricus Ian Smith ontdekte onlangs dat het wellicht gaat om de zoektocht naar de kudo-vorm. De kudo is een klein parasitair wezentje, niet groter dan een maiskorrel, dat ongeveer om de 7 jaar.
A lot of people speak Dutch though here.
Als de boeren één enkel exemplaar vinden, betekent dat het hele veld besmet is. De worm komt met het gras in het vee terecht en vermenigvuldigt zich snel in de maag waar hij het voedsel parasiteert.
My hands hurt a little bit.
Sommige seizoenen is het zo erg.
You have never been on a ranch or a farm for a long period of time, have you? Says Robin Wyckoff. Robin, brother, I come from Romania. My grandparents both had farms. I've been on a pretty long time on farms. Maybe stop making assessments.
Was it her?
No.
Oh.
Was she also?
Yeah.
Another like daughter of a dairy farmer?
Yeah.
Well, how did she feel about it?
She's very happy. She's very happy that the cows are being.
That they're treated like objects?
Yeah.
She's
And
happy that
and
cows are
said-
treated like objects?
Yeah. And I said, well, and then she said, it's love. It's about love. And I said, does this look like love to you? And she said, I don't agree. And she walked away.
She doesn't agree that it's love, I guess.
I don't agree that milk is murder, she says.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That was a conversation. Do you know about this? That they take away the babies?
But do you have any things that people can sign or
Well, not signed,
Not
but what you
today.
can do, is you can no longer buy animal products.
Oh, yes. Well, that's I'm really far on my way.
You're really far on your way?
Oh, yes.
Let me give you a card though, that could help you out. So this documentary called Dominion, it appears if you scan this QR code, they show you what they do to dairy cows, and it does happen here in the Netherlands
Oh,
also.
I know. I don't think I can see it again.
You don't think you can see it again? Have you
No.
ever seen it?
Yes.
Then maybe watch the most important speech you'll ever hear that you like. It doesn't show it. It's just a good speech. Yeah. It appears
And
as
also
yeah,
when
yeah,
I
yeah.
scan.
It appears as the second thing here. Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, I'm live on YouTube. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention.
Sorry?
I'm
Oh.
live on YouTube. I don't know if that's
Oh,
okay.
it's fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
I hope you get a lot of publicity.
That's what I want. I want people to see this because it's insane, you know. Like all this that's happening to them is the only way, unfortunately, to stop it at this point is for people to stop paying for it.
Yes.
It's we have the power to not put them in this position.
Yes. And people don't realize.
No, and we see them in this idyllic scene, you know. We love seeing them. We get happiness from seeing them, but
Yeah.
then we pay for them
They
to get
don't have
killed.
happiness.
They don't have happiness at all. Exactly.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. You should be vegan. You seem like a compassionate person.
I'm on my way.
You're on your way.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate that.
Well, I've been vegetarian since 13.
Since 13?
Yeah.
That's still
and
very
I'm
in it.
65.
65. Keep in mind that, like, oh, there's a thing there called that will help you. It's called Challenge 22.
Okay.
They hook you up with a dietitian. They send you recipes every day, and they help you go vegan for free.
Yes. I eat out vegan. That's,
Well, you should do it at home also, and
Yes, yes.
it's easy, huh?
yeah. Thank you.
Let's respect animals, okay?
Yes.
Thank you. Have a good one. The rain is starting again, everybody. Give me 1 second, everybody. I gotta see the rain. Yeah, that's.
Sorry.
Do you speak English?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, good that you're here.
I'm live on YouTube, by the way. Are you okay? Do you want to have a conversation with me? How do you?
Yeah, well, I got a black eye, so maybe it's not the best.
You got a
day.
black eye? That's okay. That's okay. You're not on camera anyway.
Okay.
How do you feel about this? About seeing animals like this?
I'm done with the whole, industry.
Yeah.
Cattle industry.
It's-
And people don't understand that to get milk you need babies.
Yeah.
Most people just think cows just deliver milk, but that's not it. It's a mammal. So
Yeah.
it has to get pregnant. So it's like it's murder. It's rough conditions, and it's rape.
It is.
And they take away and it's take away the babies. So.
Are you vegan?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. How long have you been vegan for?
What is it? I think. I mean, I started almost 30 years ago being vegetarian.
Yeah.
And then gradually less dairy.
Yeah.
And then real vegan maybe only 6 years now. But yeah,
very
I
good.
think I was like, let's say 80% vegan, and now I'm like 99% vegan.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes, yesterday you're having a drink and somebody brings a pizza. I'm like, okay, yeah, I have to eat something. But normally I wouldn't do that. When I buy pizza, I buy vegan pizza. But this is really a good platform for you guys.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. We're holding up signs, telling people, trying to show them the realities of it. Some people are like, there were two farmers who were a little bit triggered by all this. But, what can we do about it? People should learn the truth, not see an idyllic thing and think that that's how it is.
It's crazy. I heard about this project.
Yeah.
I think she's one of the artists. Like, why? This is not art. It's stupidity.
I mean, it's insane that we use animals for art also now. Like, why is it that we can't just leave animals alone? Huh?
Yeah. You live here in the Netherlands?
Yeah, I live in Amsterdam.
Since when are you vegan?
4 years and a half, something like that. Yeah, way younger.
Yeah, and I think for me it was one of the best decisions in my life.
Same.
Felt really, really good. Still, people ask me, "Yeah, you're missing out on so many things." No, I'm missing. What I'm not missing out of is that I feel very comfortable with it and very happy with it.
Yeah. Yeah. There's nothing to miss out on. There's just. I mean, you nowadays you have everything that you want vegan anyway, so it's kind of insane to assume that.
So you are here with this group, and there's another group.
Yeah, I'm with both. We're all together. We're all organized together. Yeah, we're all here to show the realities of what animals go through. There is a VR thing where they show in VR what cows go through, what dairy cows go through.
Oh, sorry? Ja, ik kom wel Nederland. Ja.
Komt ook wel uit Nederland?
Nee,
English, please. English.
But you're living here?
Yeah. Do you know about dairy cows? What happens to them?
Yeah, we have a dairy farm at home.
You have a dairy farm at home?
Yeah.
So you know what dairy cows go through, right?
Yes.
Do you separate the babies from the mothers and everything?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think that's cruel to do it to them?
I think it's better to do them in a few hours than doing it after 3 months, because then the problem is bigger for the cows.
I get that, but don't you think it would be better to not do it at all?
Maybe, but we have a system. We've built a stable for our cows in 2009, and then we invested for about €500,000. So
So it's about money.
Yes, when we will change the system, we can't do it today because we don't have the money for it. So we can do it maybe over.
But how about not seeing them as objects to get money from?
It's
because they do have personalities, you know that. They're individuals. They have emotions, they have feelings, they're individuals.
Yes, but that's what we earn our money with.
Why not earn your money in a different way?
Because I think people can choose to eat cheese or milk
or
meat.
Dogs or humans.
Dogs?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't like it.
Why not? Why don't you farm dogs or humans? You might get a lot of money from it, huh?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Would you do that?
No.
If you got a lot of money from it, would you farm dogs?
I don't.
Or
I never thought about it. Our farm is for more than 100 years in our family, so it's not only it's a job, but it's also a way of living, and we try to do the best for the cows and for the soul.
Well, you don't do what's best for the cows. Come on.
Sorry?
Do you really think you're doing what's best for the cows?
We try to do.
Well, up to the limit of you making money out of them, right?
Yes.
Because what happens when the cows can no longer produce milk?
How do you make money to make a living?
I'm a software engineer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what you like to do for?
No, not necessarily. I would rather make money from this, from speaking up for the animals, from trying to end animal slavery, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm just curious because you could choose to farm plants, you could choose to no longer, treat sentient beings as objects, And I understand you think you're treating them well, but are you really treating them well? Would you like to?
I think
Would
we
you
do,
like it?
because when we don't, the cows don't give us milk.
Would you like to be in their
No,
position?
but your prerequisite is that we need milk. That's it.
Oh, we don't need
somebody has to
milk.
do it. But we are saying we don't need milk.
No, not everybody needs milk, but I think
Nobody needs milk.
Nobody needs milk.
For little children and for older people, they
Nobody
need
needs it.
protein, and milk is just.
You can get
good.
protein from other sources.
Yes, you can, but you can get it also from milk.
Yeah, but the problem with getting it from milk is that you enslave these animals, and then you kill them when they can no longer give milk, right?
Yes.
And you kill the baby males.
No, we don't.
You don't kill the baby males. You just kill them when they no longer produce milk.
We keep the little calves we need to grow for
Yeah.
our farm, and bull calves. You know
Yeah.
bull calves. We sell them to other farmers who they make meat of it. And
Yeah. So who they kill them?
Yes.
Yeah. So do you think it's moral? Do you think it's moral according to your values to bring to life sentient beings who have emotions, who have feelings, who have thoughts, who have dreams, who have a subjective experience of the world, to bring them to life only so that you can exploit their body for giving milk, and then kill them when you can no longer exploit their body, and on top of that you impregnate them, you take away their babies, and you sell their babies to somebody else and kill them. You take away their babies from them. Does any of this seem like the right thing to do to you?
I know people, cows, they have feelings, maybe, but they.
No, they do. We have science behind it.
English is not so. You can hurt them, but
But killing them is pretty hurtful, I would say, huh?
why?
Why is killing them hurtful?
You can do it. Do you belong to the same who
No.
does the films? Because
No.
the films are not in. They are not here in Holland. I don't know where they.
No, I've seen footage from the slaughterhouses in Netherlands. It's exactly the same.
Oh, okay, I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there. I don't think it's exactly the same.
The kill floor in the slaughterhouse in the Netherlands is exactly the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there might be difference.
But it doesn't really matter, does it? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you do it. It's the fact that you kill somebody for something you don't need or to make money out of it.
But what do you eat? When we only eat
Plants?
plants,
Yeah.
where do you grow them? We don't have enough space in Holland.
Oh wait, but don't you feed your cows plants?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so don't you feed, like, according to the Dutch Dairy Association, 40% of their diet is comprised of soy and corn?
Yeah?
Yeah, so if you calculate how much soy and corn you give to them and how much space that uses, you can get far more protein by simply you producing soy
Going
and
to the
eating it
source.
yourself, yeah. All that space.
Actually, the cow is a means to produce a product,
Milk.
which milk or meat, which uses much more land than we as a person can.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Well, that's
100%.
science also.
That's
It's
100%.
not. That's not
But I
the.
don't think we have enough land in Holland to produce for all the people we have in Holland.
Yes, we do. If we can feed the cows, we can feed humans also. If we can feed even if the 40% of that diet, which is corn and soy, we would feed to humans, we would still get more calories and more protein out of it.
And a lot of the soy comes from South America or
Yeah.
other places. We can also eat that. I mean, to get 1 kilo meat, you need maybe 15 kilo soy, and I only need 1 kilo of soy versus 1 kilo of meat.
Yeah.
As protein.
Yeah, we have so many solutions today. That's the thing about it, isn't it? And I don't know about you, but I don't think you like it when you have to send your animals to slaughter, is it? It's not a nice day when you do that.
I don't have a problem with it because when they go away from our farm, they had a good life at our farm, and it's the end of their life.
Well, it's not the end of their life, is it? It's you decide that it's the end of their life. It's imagine me saying you've had a good life, and I decide that today is the end of your life. Would that be fair towards you? Because if I had power over you, yeah, if I had power over, imagine if I had power over you and I could kill you, and I would say, well, today is the end of your life. You had a good life. It's okay. It's not okay, you know. They're still
they're still beings who don't deserve this. They cannot think like us, and they cannot vocalize what they're feeling, but they are feeling very much like us. They are feeling all the emotions
and it's
we
also
feel.
the human's nature to think that we know what's going on in the mind of another animal. We used to say, oh, fish, they don't feel pain. But that's all irrelevant. An animal has grown evolutionary so long. Why do they have less rights than us?
Yeah.
Even saying it's a sentient being, but maybe it isn't. But
They
it
are,
is.
they are,
I know.
yeah.
But what if they weren't? Would that be a reason to kill them? No. It's a being. It's a being that feels pain, and of course has an emotion. And but it's not for us to determine. Oh, you're gonna die. You're not gonna die.
Yeah, it's not fair towards them. It's not fair at all, right? Like, and I see myself as a fair person. When I die, I wanna say, even if I die poor, even if it doesn't matter, I'd rather die or I'd be on my deathbed knowing that I did the right thing, rather than sell my values to make money or whatever.
It's okay. But you're coming from United Kingdom?
No. I'm from Romania, but I live here in the Netherlands. My Dutch is not very good though, so that's and I'm also live on YouTube, so that's kind of difficult to speak
But
Dutch.
do you know how they do it in Romania?
Well, in Romania, actually, I think 40% of agriculture in Romania is subsistence agriculture. So everybody has there you go. So everybody has a cow in their backyard, but they do the same things. I remember seeing my grandma do the same thing, where they don't get sperm from cows. They didn't have that procedure because they don't have a lot of veterinarians to make that procedure. So if they have a veterinarian in the village, they do that by buying the sperm. Otherwise, they buy a bull. The bull comes there. The bull, mounts the cow, gets them pregnant. When the baby is born, they separate them. I remember my grandma separating them with a broom, so that they can have the milk. With a broom.
Basically.
Oh.
Yeah, and then and then I don't know, maybe 2 weeks later, maybe a month later, we would get meat. We've only got as I grew up, we only got cow meat once a year. We only got beef once a year, so.
Yeah.
And pig once a year also, because that were the only times they would kill those animals. So, but I would say even that, it's still bad. It's still, I never made the connection as a child, but I do now as an adult.
We komen er niet uit vanmiddag, dat weet ik wel zeker.
Nee,
dat hoeft ook
natuurlijk
niet, maar...
Maar het is wel leuk en fijn dat je het dat je het ook open verstaat.
Nou ja, we moeten elkaars mening blijven luisteren, denk ik. En op blijven staan naar elkaar.
But have you ever thought about switching from animal farming to something else?
I thought of stopping with the dairy farm because the opinion in the Netherlands is so negative, and I was
rightly so. Yeah.
Physical had problems with it.
Yeah.
But my husband and my 2 sons, they like it very much, so we continue. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of sad, but do you at least think do you think is it right to do this to animals? How do you feel about it?
Oh, I think it's right.
You think it's right?
Are you? Oh, you are.
Yeah, I am
recording
live.
it. Okay.
Yeah. I'm live on YouTube. I'm not recording.
Ah.
So if you think it's right, do you think you would want to be in the position of the animal?
As soon as she heard his live, she was like, okay, I'm going to go. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, she's pretty open and relaxed about it. I mean, talking about it, but there is
That's a little bit
kind of a problem to go through that barrier, because her opinion is like, we want to have milk, right? That's it. No,
Yeah.
we don't need it. We don't want it. And she's like, oh, but so for her, it's like a basic, a given fact.
That's the
we
sad.
need milk.
Yeah.
That's it.
We
So
don't need milk. We
it's
don't.
like from the base up, already explaining. Yeah, we don't need milk. It's a total different perspective for sheep kids. Kind of interesting.
Yeah, She didn't get defensive, that's true. But that's a little bit worse in my opinion, because when somebody gets defensive, it's like they at least know that they're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
But the fact that she was so relaxed about it kind of tells me like the apathy is so large, like she doesn't care at all. She's like, oh, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it's also, you know, if you've done that for generations, if you're gonna stigmatize it now or be negative about it now, then you're actually complaining about your parents, your grandparents, and your other ancestors.
Yeah,
So
it's
that's
difficult to
cognitive
escape it.
dissonance.
Yeah.
She's in that situation, so you have to make something good out of it.
Yeah.
Make sense of it, but you know, she's apparently open to others' opinions in a sense that she gets criticized, and that will be the reason to stop. Well, at least she found a reason.
We just need more people to criticize. Huh?
Yeah,
That's all we need. We need more people to criticize her.
Hey, good luck.
Hey, thank you. Cheers. Let me give you a card. Maybe you can follow me on YouTube or something. You have my social. This is a card that I give to non-vegans, but you have my social media there. And everything.
Great.
Cheers.
Awesome.
Have a good one. Nice. Is he standing on grass? Yes, I am standing on grass. You heard the conversation with the farmer. Wasn't nice, was it? Let me see if I can go somewhere where we can see the cows a little bit better. Yeah, I saw somebody in the chat type this one thing that said, notice that the farmer did not deny any of the things that are happening to the farm, to the animals. The reason why they didn't deny it is because that's exactly what happens to the animals. You know what farmers say? The farmers, they say, well, it's not like that. That's not how we do it. Oh, we send them to slaughter, but the slaughterhouse we send them to have pillows and such. The slaughterhouse we send them to are nice to the animals, as if, imagine that. Imagine thinking that sending an animal to a slaughterhouse is something nice. Yeah. And of course they mood because they're bored. You know, they're in this tiny space where they got nothing to do but eat and look at other people, how they're looking at them. Of course they don't like this. It's insane. Have you ever lived a ranch or a farm? Robin Wyckoff, if you scroll a little bit backwards, you'll see that I just had a conversation with the dairy farmer whose cows belong, I think these are her cows. So, what a nonsense. The cow must be so confused. What a weird situation to be in when you don't speak human. Yeah. You all are going to quit because of health issues. Nah, brother. It's been 4 years now. Why would I give it up after 4 years? If there were any health issues, I'm sure they would have come up. Plus, there's people who've been vegan for 20 years. Imagine the ridiculousness of saying, there will be health issues. Plus, we have empirical evidence. Plus, I'm a certified nutritionist. Imagine that. Wanna bet? Raw meat eater. I'll bet you $1 million right here, right now, if you want. We'll sign a contract that tell me the period, and if I don't give up being vegan until then, you will hand me $1 million. Let's do it, raw meat eater. Yeah, I would. I'm sure you would. Bullshit. Man, all of these people coming in the chat behaving as if, oh yeah, I know better. Such nonsense. Imagine that. I think I will check up on you in 5 years. Don't worry, brother. I will always be vegan. I tattooed it on my hand for that reason. Mr. Tim, yeah. I tattooed it on my head because there's no reason to not be vegan. I don't know if I'll always be an activist. I think at some point I might get fed up with with humans. But I will always be vegan because animals deserve to live and be free. They don't deserve to be treated like objects. Someone gonna wait, what the stupidity? Someone gonna slip you some honey in your tea and you lose the bet. Jen, I don't think you know what being vegan is. Being vegan means rejecting animal exploitation as much as possible and practicable. I hope you understand what that means. You'll probably cheat when you are drunk, says Raw Meat Eater. No, Raw Meat Eater, we respect animals. This isn't a... It's so funny that you only see veganism as the food. Your brains can just not understand this idea that animals are not food. Like, it's insane to me that, like, what is it that I can say to you guys to understand that these are sentient beings? That these are beings who experience life? What is it that I can tell you? What is it that I show you the animals over here? Well, they're bored as fuck because that's what they're doing here, but... Vegan girl here. Hey, Hope Tixie, nice to see you here. We're here showing a ridiculous art exhibit where they exploit animals for art. Because what other reason? Hooray, you're vegan. I get it. I'm not food. I'm not my food. Eat your food to feed my food. I'm not my food. Dude, being vegan is not about food. I think I need to explain it. Being vegan is about respecting the rights of animals. Being vegan is about not seeing animals as objects. Being vegan means realizing that all these beings have an experience of the world, they have emotions, they feel. So you treating them like an object means nothing. Are you protesting? That's more of a silent protest where we're sitting here with signs showing people what dairy cows are going through. This is just saying stolen from mothers, treated as property, this is dairy. Because that's what we do, we separate them from their mothers and we keep them in separated pens. And if you came, thank you, I'll subscribe right now. Nice to see you, Hope Tixie. Yeah, if you were to scroll back just a little bit, you would have heard the conversations we had with a dairy farmer whose cows, well, these are her cows, I guess. But look at her. Look at this animal. Let me show you. She was, oh, you can't see it now, but there was only one person left, and she's looking at that person now. Look at her. Look at poor baby. Yeah, it breaks my heart too. She looks sad as fuck. She does, Axel. So innocent also, yeah. But we already see that she's been impregnated. You see her udders, they're so large. We already see that she had her babies taken away from her. We see the number in her ear. You can see it in her left ear, a number. Because that's how we see animals. We see them as numbers. We see them as it's just objects which we can take from. There is no difference between them and dogs. There is no difference. If you had a ball right now and you threw them, you would see that the cow would play with the ball. And now she's looking at me. Look at her looking at me. Such a cutie. I wish I could free you.
Ik weet niet meer wat te beginnen en hoe ik een lied samenlijn.
They are treated as machines.
Wat ik moet verzinnen.
Hope Tixie says it's like she's looking at you. She is looking at me, Hope Tixie.
dat mijn liefdesrefrein. Niks zeggen en ik even niet. Ik denk dat ze verdwijnen. En verder valt mij niets in.
Oh, I see we're packing up everybody because of the rain. All these people coming in here saying, can I have a bite? Like, the minute that somebody would have a knife and they would cut this cow's throat, which is the sad fate. That's the sad fate of this cow. She will soon give birth to babies. Her babies will be separated from her. Her babies will be sold off somewhere where they'll get killed if they're male. Or her babies, if they're female, they would suffer the same fate as her. They'll get impregnated every single year and treated like an object. And all of it until they can no longer get pregnant, at which point they will be killed themselves. And all of you guys coming in here thinking that it's a good joke or something, I don't even know what you think it is. Coming in here and saying, oh, that looks like a good one, oh, or whatever. No, they don't cut the throat, they put a bolt in the head, you asshat. Dylan Drew. They put a bolt to the head to it's called a stun gun. They stun them and then they cut their throat. And even if they say they put a bolt gun to their head, how is that any better, brother? How is killing an innocent animal good? It's all for an optional product, you know that. It's all for something you don't need. Stop treating animals like objects. Stop the violence. Don't be violent, everybody. Stop the violence. Stop it. Stop it. Respect animals. Just stop. Get some help. Stop. Know that meme? Yeah. It's kind of sad that we feel so entitled that when we see a beautiful animal like this, we decide to make jokes about, oh, I would gladly kill them. Don't be that way. Don't be a person who does that. Because I'm fairly sure that you would want to see that. I'm fairly sure that doesn't look so nice to you. And you know what? You know what? I'll be back. Okay, let me show you exactly. Okay, so you see this beautiful cow? This will be their fate. This. They get shot in the head. And then this is what happens to them. They get hung upside down with their throats cut and draining their blood. All of this for an optional product. All of this violence. All of this for nothing. All of this for a product you don't need. All of this because you want to get the kick out of it. All of it for taste pleasure. At least be a man. At least be courageous enough to admit what you're doing. Because you know what it is that you're doing, okay? At least be courageous enough, okay? Have some balls, grow some balls and admit what you're doing. Because what you are doing, it is you are paying for this beautiful sentient being to be exploited and slaughtered, all for taste pleasure. Have some fucking balls. Grow some balls. This is not nice. This is not respectful. This is violence. This is all violence for an optional product. This is her faith. This beautiful being that you see, that's nice, sitting on a green field, that's minding their own business, that's not harming anybody. This is what's gonna happen to her. You see this? And let me show you what has already happened to her, because you will wanna see this also. I bought chapters, by the way, I should attach them. You see, this is what happens. Somebody jerked off a bull, then they use that sperm to impregnate her. That's what they do. And then you know what they do? They separate her babies from, they take away the babies and they keep them separate. That's what they do. And what happens to her? This is what happens to her. Violence. Violence. What for? For an optional product. And all of you just coming into a stream like this, thinking you're a man, by saying, oh, it looks tasty, joking around, like look at this guy, Dylan Drew, saying that he likes to eat the flesh of baby cows. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine seeing these beautiful animals in a park. I think you would be horrified if you went into a park like this one, and instead of seeing this cow right here minding their own business, you would see somebody jumping at them with a knife to their throat. Yeah, imagine seeing that. Imagine seeing all the blood that you pay for, all the exploitation, the abuse, and the slaughter, all for what? Some fucking cheese. It's not worth it, brother. It's not worth it. Not worth it. And to all you people who think, oh, you should go some balls and eat, brother, I've been there. I ate animal products. I paid for these sentient beings to be exploited and killed. But I rose up and I realized it's wrong. At what point in your life are you gonna rise up and realize that it's wrong? At what point in your life are you gonna realize that all of these beings deserve a life? At what point in your life are you gonna realize that it's wrong to exploit and abuse cows? What needs to happen? Dylan Drew said never. Yeah, Dylan Drew sounds about right. The moment you think it's okay to exploit and kill puppies or other baby animals, because I see you don't really care about animals, is the moment you're pretty clear with your intentions, aren't you? And Dylan Drew, you saying that plants' lives matter just tells me exactly the type of person that you are. You all of a sudden start feeling a little bit guilty about who you are because you're paying for needless exploitation, abuse, and slaughter. Yeah, dog meat is great too, Dylan Drew. I bet you human meat is great for you too. I bet you have no issues of exploiting and slaughtering innocent humans also. Because as long as you get some benefit from it, as long as they're objects to you, that's all it is, isn't it? Are you gonna pull a Charlie Kirk on some farmer? You sound like you're breaking down. Eddie Hanna, I mean, this just shows how little you know about emotions, huh? Because you can't read my emotions at all. I'm actually quite sad right now. I felt like crying when I saw that cow looking at me like that. And you asking me if I'm gonna pull a Charlie Kirk, me, a person who's so vehemently against any form of violence, me who condemned even violence against the asshole that Charlie Kirk was. No, I would not ever do that. I'm not a violent person. That's why I'm vegan, because I'm not violent. If you're not vegan, you are supporting needless violence. You realize that, right? You're supporting slavery, violence, exploitation of sentient beings. I don't believe it's okay to exploit and kill anybody, let alone for an optional product. So maybe think again. And if you don't know, if you don't trust me, maybe look it up. Jason Gutt says one bad day. No, Jason Gutt, it's one bad life. A life full of exploitation, abuse, and slaughter. A life where they get treated or seen as objects. Why did you say the N-word? I never said the N-word. Stop it with that nonsense. I don't use the N-word because I respect humans. Dylan Drew, I see you got really triggered right now, huh? I mean, you're just gonna get silenced for spamming, see? As I said. What do you think you accomplished by spamming nonsense? I just don't see it, man. I just don't understand it, you know? Instead of actually trying to be a man and try to have a conversations where you're honest and open about it, you try to what? To spear some nonsense about me in the hopes that you're getting something out of it. You're not. You're not. If you're not vegan, you're paying for needless animal exploitation. If you're not vegan, you're paying for these beautiful beings to be violenced, for this violence to happen to them. This is what you're paying for. That's what it is. XYZ, when you say they're tasty, this is tasty to you, huh? I don't know what to tell you, man. I respect animals. I'm not a violent person. And then I'm not pro-slavery. That's why I'm vegan. But I think that's it, everybody. I think I'm gonna go. It's gonna start raining soon. And we have a lot of things to pack up. Unfortunately, I'll go home. But these beautiful sentient beings will remain here. And at some point they will get transported back to the farm. And when their pregnancy ends, when they have the babies, their babies will be separated from her. Their babies will be killed if they're male. And if they're female, the same thing will happen as their mothers, as these cows. They'll get pregnant every single year. Every single year their babies will be taken from her. And when she can no longer get pregnant, she will be killed herself also. All of it for this. All of it for all this violence for nothing. It's a death camp. Yeah, it's called farming, says somebody. Yeah. And it's immoral. Farming humans is immoral. Farming dogs is immoral. Farming cows is immoral. There's no morally significant difference between any of these beings to justify the murder, the exploitation, the abuse, and the slaughter. Don't be that person, okay? I'll see you everybody tomorrow.